Hey guys, it's Mark Rodriguez here with my thoughts and opinions on the first episode of Hellsing Ultimate that just came out, I guess you could say, earlier today at 3 o'clock in the morning on Cartoon Network during the Toonami block. And yeah, I know the series has been out for a while. It had the DVD box sets. I'm sure you guys probably either bought them by now or downloaded them on the website when it was still in Japanese before it got dubbed and all that good stuff. But this is the first time it's officially on TV. So if you still haven't seen it or even heard of it, it's on TV now every Saturday, 3 a.m. on the Cartoon Network during the Toonami block. And yeah, it's based on a manga called Hellsing, and it's about this organization that goes out and kills vampires. I'll tell you more about that later. But there was an anime series some time ago, and I guess it wasn't faithful to the manga enough. I guess it wasn't bloody enough in certain parts. I heard that the anime took more to focus, like, I guess from Sarah Victoria's point of view as opposed to the other characters. And I'm pretty sure that whole final arc with Incognito was completely made up for the anime. So that already tells you that however the anime ended, that's not how it ended in the manga. So now we got Hellsing Ultimate, which is, you know, bloodier and gorier for people that love that stuff, but also more faithful to the manga. And like I said, they just aired the first episode earlier this morning. So here's my basic thoughts. Here's the basic rundown, so to speak. Well, it starts out with some flashbacks of Integra as a child and how she first met Alucard, and, you know, I assume they'll show more as the series progresses. And when we go back to modern day, we see that there's like this army of ghouls, which are basically vampire zombies controlled by the main vampire that turned them all, and they're attacking this police unit. And of course, this is the first time they face these, you know, supernatural beings. So you're like shooting them, and oh my god, why don't they die? And they're all killed, except for Sarah's Victoria. She's the only cop left alive. And meanwhile, the Hellsing organization gets involved, and Integra's now an adult. She's in charge of it now. She's like, oh yes, our organization is in charge of killing vampires, and we have Alucard, our best agent, because what better to kill a vampire than to send an even more powerful vampire? So Alucard makes his big epic debut, and of course he kills all the vampires. He's got these super awesome guns that shoot like these, I guess, anti-vampire bullets that vaporize them and everything. And the priest vampire grabs Sarah's Victoria, holds her hostage, you know, the whole, you know, let me go or I'll kill her thing. And Alucard basically shoots right through her, shoots her in the heart, and of course it kills the guy behind her. And as Victoria is about to die, you know, bleeding out and everything, Alucard is like, you know, do you want to die as a human now, or do you want to live forever as a vampire? And it's kind of vague, but we can assume she says yes, because there she kind of wakes up and she's still alive and healed and everything. And now, as a vampire by default, she's going to be a member of the Hellsing organization, and, you know, Alucard's her master now. So she learns a little bit about, like, her new abilities as a vampire. There's a scene where she can now shoot from who knows how many thousands of miles away in pitch blackness with her vampire powers and everything. She kills, like, this escaping teenage girl vampire, shoots her, you know, square blank right on the dot in the heart from that far away. And then they go to Ireland, and it basically feels like you're playing one of those House of Dead games where you're just basically going around shooting all the vampire monsters, you know? But Ireland, I guess the Vatican have their own version of an anti-vampire or help monster kind of organization, and they got Father Alexander, which is this priest guy who's totally insane and wacky. He likes his job a little too much, so he's the one that wants to kill vampires too. And in their case, it's like, you know, like, this is Ireland, it's our country. How dare these Englishmen enter our territory and show us how we do things? You know, you go there, you kill the vampires first, and if their vampire gets in the way, kill them too. You know, so that's exactly what happens. Victoria gets stabbed by all these blessed daggers that could nearly kill her, like any other dagger would kill a normal human. And Hellsing, Alucard is face to face with Alexander, and you fight it off and everything. And Alexander also has, like, he's human, but he has regenerative powers. He can still, like, regenerate from gunshots and stabs and everything, stab wounds. So, you know, Alucard thought he was dead. Oop, he's right back up. And he eventually stabs Alucard up against the wall with lots of those blessed daggers and cuts his head off. And now, with him out of the way, he's about to kill Sarah's Victoria, who can't really do much in the situation. And Integra shows up and, you know, threatens, hey, these are my men, get the hell out of my way and everything. And I guess Alexander is so crazy and fucked up, he wants to kill her too, even though she didn't really do anything, and he's about to kill her. And during the conversation, it's like, oh, I killed your best guy, I cut off his head. And she's like, oh, well, that's what you did, he. Because apparently Alucard is so powerful, even cutting his head off doesn't kill him. He reforms again, and they fight a little more, and then, like, the priest decides to escape to fight another day. I'll be back, you know, I'll get you next time and everything. And there was this whole scene where when Alucard was, his head was off, it turned into a bunch of blood, and he kept wanting Victoria to drink his blood, because once she actually drinks his blood, she'll become a full vampire. But, you know, she hesitated. So when everything's over, it's like, well, why did you drink my blood, you idiot? And it's like, well, I feel like if I drink this, I'm going to change it to something, like, I'm going to lose something important part of myself if I do this. And he's like, you know, whatever. So yeah, Victoria even asks, I mean, Integra even asks him, like, well, why did you turn into a vampire in the first place? I don't know, it's kind of like fun, like a whim, you know. So the series kind of ends that way, with Seris now being part of the team as, you know, I guess Alucard's little pet, protege, sidekick, something. And we see this ominous shadowed figure, you know, talking his plans. I guess he's the person that's doing this, because that's the mystery here. The mystery is also who's behind this sudden rash and outbreak of vampires all of a sudden. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, it was an hour-long special. It was pretty cool. I loved it. It was awesome. It took me back to the day, because I was a fan of the original Hellsing series. And you know, it's been a while back. I don't remember the order of things. I have heard some of that's been changed too. And I do remember mostly the first episode was with Victoria getting shot, and like at the end of the episode she gets bitten and she becomes a vampire now, things like that. I don't remember Alexander was right off the bat second or third episode, so I was surprised to see him that soon. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. And yeah, you know, since this is the OAV, there's a bigger budget. There's more blood and gore, more detail, more colors, lighting, shading effects. They do this thing where Alucard's gun, like, it looks more like an actual kind of sort of solid piece of metal, and not just, you know, a cartoon drawing and everything. And yeah, one of the things I noticed that in the manga version, whenever Victoria got, like, she starts out in her, you know, blue police outfit, but after she turns into a vampire, she wears like a yellow version of that outfit. And anime series, that never happened. She just wore the blue outfit throughout the whole series. So when I see these yellow outfit Victoria cosplays at the cons, I was always like, well, did you get the color wrong? I didn't know that. But yeah, in this version, she does wear the yellow after she gets bitten. So that's already like the first hint of something different from the OAV special compared to the normal anime series. And yeah, I don't remember Seris being that busty. I think, and I don't know if that's what shows in the manga or the anime toned it down, but they're really out there in this version, and the camera does focus on him quite a bit. She gets like groped and all that. But the funny part is when Alucard shoots her through the heart. I mean, dude, it basically blew up her boob. You basically see this giant ass bullet hole where the boob used to be, and you can see through it. And it just looks so weird. You don't see that in anime too often. You know, where a girl gets shot, even if it's in the chest, it's always like some area. But this is like, dude, he just blew her boob right off. You know, like damn. But another thing is that they like over dramatize the badassness, because you know Alucard, he is a motherfucking badass. He likes to taunt his enemies. He likes to do that whole thing where he pretends that he gets killed by a gunshot just to get back up and scare you because it doesn't hurt me, that kind of thing. But yeah, when he first appeared with his gun shooting, like his first appearance and everything, they like over dramatized it, super zooming on the gun and the piece, like, you know, bouncing back with each gunshot, and like, whoa, it's like, dude, I know he's badass and everything, but they really cranked up cranked up the badass factor to over 9,000 levels of badassness. It's like it reminded me a little bit of Death Note, with Light's just writing something, but in the anime version it has to be all like dramatic and everything. Here it's like I'm just shooting something, so it's all super like kabam, kabam, overly dramatic. I was kind of rolling my eyes a little bit, you know. I kind of like got the idea, but I was kind of rolling my eyes. I was kind of like, oh jeez, you guys, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's not real complaint. Nothing too like to ruin the enjoyment or anything like that. Yeah, I guess another minor complaint is some of the animation on the father Alexander when he's talking. Some frames he's literally just the usual nothing moves, just the mouth open and closes, and it just looks kind of weird sometimes, especially because OAVs usually have bigger budgets than normal cartoons, and it just looks weird, especially since the drawing is so overly detailed with shading and all this stuff as compared to a cartoon. It still looks weird that he has like this big ass sinister sneer or whatever, and it's just flap 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 flap. It's kind of weird. That's all that part was a little bit jarring for me. But other than that, it was a good series. It was pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, it's every week. And you guys tell me what you think. Do you guys think that I should review the other episodes? I just thought it was pretty cool. I was like, whoa, awesome. I'll watch this. It's pretty cool. I never got to see it, so I'll watch it on TV. And I decided that, why not? I'll review it. I know it's kind of old now, but it is on TV now, so technically it's kind of new, whatever. But you guys tell me what you think. You guys want me to review the other episodes? Episode 2, 3, and onward. I don't think that there's that many episodes in the series, but you guys tell me what you think. And if you guys have seen the show, or just seen it now, or seen it before, or your thoughts, or for some people, I think it's kind of universally like approved that most people seem to like the OAV special more than anime. But if you like the anime better, tell me why. Tell me your thoughts. So anyways, guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here. My thoughts on Hellsing Ultimate, the first episode. And I guess I'll see you next time.